Hey there everybody, it's Wake Angel 2001, and this is a very special toy review video. Now, I'm not sure what to call this one, because it's not like it's a sponsorship, but I was asked by the guys at Toy Ruko, that is a seller on Amazon that sells, toys, to do a review of one of their awesome robot figure things. And, yeah, this is kind of a first for me. I've never really been contacted by an actual company specifically so that I could review one of their things for them. So, check this out. Ba-bam! It is a giant robot toy. This thing is freaking huge. Yes. Okay, so, this is... What is this? This is this is the Ruko 7088, and I'm holding it in such a way to avoid my ring light. Ruko 7088, it is a big old boy. The Will Robot is what I understand to be its casual name, and this is a whole big gigantic thing. I haven't even taken it out of the shrink wrap yet because they wanted me to do this as kind of an unboxing and a review. So, let's see. It is a STEM toy, science, technology, engineering, math, which means that this does fall under the educational umbrella and is intended for ages 3 and up. So, don't feel like too intimidated to give this to a kid because it's supposed to be simple enough for them to do. So, this big old guy is supposed to be he's supposed to sing, dance. He's programmable. So, this is one of those things that can get your kids into early robotics and programming and stuff. You get a cool sciencey kid and all that. Let's see. The box has like the robot in a pose on the back, and on the side you can see him like in profile view, so he doesn't have some kind of big old back kibble or anything like that. And that is the amazing box. So how about I cut off this shrink wrap and we see what's inside of here. Okay, so I figured the best way to do this reveal is to simply put the thing on the floor and pop the top open. No complicated mechanisms here. It's a simple box. You open the top lid and you slide everything out. Everything is held together on this very nice clamshell, which is good because if you're ordering it off of Amazon, it's going to be mailed to you, so you want to make sure the poor thing doesn't get jostled around too much. And I will simply lie the box down and slide the Will robot out of the box. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this takes me back to my Toys R Us days. This is a big boy. Reminds me of Robo Sapien. Ooh. Don't worry, we will get the figure better centered. We are just getting him out of the box and, oh boy. He also has his remote control. Look at this. Wow. Like, there's a lot of stuff here. So, yeah, a lot of stuff. There's a quick start guide, so you have the basics down when you get your robot out of the box. And of course, a more detailed user manual. Disclaimer and safety guides. 16 pages? Okay, so about the level of complexity that you would expect from a video game console, I'm guessing. So, yeah, there's all kinds of useful information in those two little booklets. And you also have a sandwich baggie, which includes his suction cup darts that he shoots, and what I'm assuming is a recharge cable. So, now that the Will robot is out of the box, let's set everything up so we can actually take a look at what this thing can actually do. Okay, now that we got the Will robot all out and set up, I just wanted to take a quick look at this big tall boy now that he's out of the packaging. So as you can see,
I have installed his 5 little suction cup darts into the right hand, and I figured this is the best time to get out the measuring tape and give us a true measure of how tall he really is. So, we got us a solid 14 inches of robot, it appears to be. That's pretty cool. And outside the box, he has this cool flippy thing with his visor. So that's kind of interesting. When this thing is on, there's supposed to be a bunch of LEDs that give him an expressive look to his face. So we'll see that once he's powered up. Although I just wanted to give a quick overview of the robot's design before we went ahead and did any of that. So zoomy, zoomy, zoom. We got like that's just a cool face. Like nothing wrong with it. It kind of looks like a little generic, like a space marine robot that you've seen like in a whole bunch of stuff before. But you know, that's hardly bad. He's pretty broad-shouldered. Has some Mega Man-esque giant arm cannon thing going on there. Cool little grabby claw. And big old feet. Down here, this is the cable that he comes included with to charge. That is one thing. The robot has built-in batteries, so you don't have to worry about getting replacement batteries to keep the thing powered. He does not, however, come with this thing. This is a power brick adapter that you use to plug those USB charger things into a wall. So you either need to have a USB outlet on hand or one of these things. But anybody who owns a cell phone probably already has one of these, so it's not like it's a big thing that you don't need. Although, as far as I'm aware, this should be the only external power source you actually need, aside from 2 AAA batteries to power the remote. Yes, the remote is powered by AAA batteries. Okay, so now that that's done, let's get a nice close-in look at all of our various robo parts. The bottom of the feet have some wheels. This is to accommodate for rolling and sliding. Although the robot does seem to have knees, his legs do move around. Well, hopefully in the next part of the video we'll get to see that in action. And, well, right now there's not much to say except how the robot looks. The back of the robot has a little handle here, which I doubt is really for much other than decoration. This is the power switch that'll turn them on and off. And this is where the charge port is. So that's where you plug your robot in. You can also see the speaker on the back of his head, which is where the sound will come out, because apparently this thing will be able to talk and sing to us. So that'll be fun. Of course, none of this happens without electricity. So I'm going to plug him into the wall for the recommended 3 hours to get his battery up to a full charge, and then we can have some real fun with him.
Alright folks, here we are at the floor of my kitchen, which is really the most convenient place to film a robot moving around because, you know, the appliances are white, make a good backdrop. So, it has been fully charged, and we are going to witness his first movements together. As soon as I figure out which way the switch goes. That is quite a startup sequence. And he kind of sounds a little bit like R2-D2. Alright, so now we have us... we have us a very complicated controller here. The batteries are inside, so let's see if I push slide forward. Alright. Yeah. Alright, what about walking? Yeah, he's moonwalking.
There seems to be a little bit of input lag. Like I push the button and it takes him a moment. Yeah. Can't deny that Moomba Smash look though. And let's get you back in the camera range, buddy. I lowered his visor. Looks like the visor covers his LEDs. Hold on, maybe it's my light. Okay, so let's slide you backwards. I don't know how well it's coming out on camera, but you can see his eyes through this visor. Alright. So that is... Wow, look at him go. It's the kind of thing where it walks by shuffling its feet along the ground on wheels. But, you know, that's kind of cool. You don't have to worry about it tipping over that way. I just wish, like... How do you... Okay, if you're looking for any notes, I could use a stop button. Because, like, I push a button and he walks a certain distance and he won't stop walking until he finishes that distance, even if he bumps into something. There are some speed change buttons. Let's see, I just pushed the speed change button. Okay, that makes him move a little slower. Doesn't change the fact that he takes 4 steps with a single button press, though. Let's see. How about moving his arm? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Yeah. Left arm up, left arm down. Right arm up, right arm down. Okay. Okay, so let's see. He has a button in the middle of his chest. Pushing it makes him go into standby mode according to the instructions, and then when I push it again, it should wake him up. There you go. Alright, that's all well and good. Alright, so let's push the dance button and see what that does. Okay, so I have discovered a lot of buttons here, one of which is a stop button. So let's see what I do here. Ah, yes. Yes, that allows you, if you have your finger up ready on that stop button, you can be much more ready to make sure he only moves the distance you want. Okay, that's good. Alright, now I pulled the camera back quite a bit. So we are going to try and see what happens when I hit this dance button and see what his little routine looks like. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. That's right, like it just looks so much like he's doing disco moves. Oh, look at him go. Yeah, you go, Robo Boy. Look at you. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Woof, woof. Alright, you're, let's stop. There we go. Okay, guy. Okay, let's turn you around to face the camera. Alright. I am instantly endeared to this thing. I love everything that he does. There's a battle button. Now let's see what happens if we push this. He is confronting the trash can. Huh. The way that he's reflected in the trash can, it kind of looks a little bit like he's having an existential crisis. Oh! He's shooting his little missiles! Oh, stop. He got a little bit over enthusiastic and started charging my wall. Okay, let's reset you into a better part of the kitchen so that we can continue this. Okay, so let's see what the talk button makes him do. Okay, so that was cute. What about music? Whoop. Music makes a moonwalk. He is definitely playing some music. See if I can make it louder. I'm kind of digging how much stuff this guy does completely autonomously. Look at him go. This is just from pushing one button. Yeah, super fun. Okay, now move and talk. So he screams like R2-D2 as he gesticulates with his hands. Okay, so keep in mind, this little dude is executing one button commands. Okay, what else? We have this button moves his arms. Okay, that moves his right arm. This moves his left arm. Alright, Rocket 1. Interesting. I see. Rocket 1 makes him open his hand and, like, I think it's supposed to be shooting a little laser. Alright, let's turn you around to face the stove. Okay, let's lift up that other arm. According to the instructions, his missiles are only designed to fire like 1.5 meters, that's roughly 5 feet. This is engineered specifically so that it's not too hazardous. So, what does this... There's one button I haven't pushed here. One shot. And, as the name implies, it causes him to fire one shot. If you hold the button down too long, he fires 2 shots. Okay. Oh, that's never not going to be amusing. Oh, I haven't had this much fun with a little remote control robot since I first got my Rad. You guys remember Rad? I did a video of him like years ago. Years ago. Alright. Face the camera again, little buddy. Oh, wow, perfect. Okay, so now there is one more thing here. There's a couple more buttons. Let's hit Demo. I'm pretty sure all it does is make the startup sequence happen again. It's a good thing I took the missiles out because those would have just fired directly into the kitchen sink. A little bit, kind of a lot of stuff for him to do for a demo sequence. Alright, so let's... It's a very active little guy. Alright, so... let's get him back into the center. Okay, so let's take a look at the last feature, Program. When the robot's in standby mode like this, you hit the Program button, and then you can input up to 50 button presses, which you will then execute after the fact. So let's try this out. Program. Slide forward, slide backwards, slide turn the other way. Then walk forward, then walk backward twice. Lift your left arm, then lift your right arm, then lower your left arm, and then do it again. Then fire a missile. Okay, let's see what it does. All right, clearly I accidentally put in too many forward slide commands. Okay, now he's moonwalking. Okay. He's walking backwards into his own shell. Oh, there we go. I was lifting his arms. Hey, he fired a missile. He executed the program perfectly. Oh, this guy is just so fun to mess around with. So yeah, you might want to make sure that you have a nice wide open space when executing a program, because if you miscount your steps, you might have him walk into a wall or something. But it is pretty cool just being able to put in a sequence and then watching this guy have all the fun. And the robot also seems to have a case of robot attention deficit disorder. I like to call it RAD. Because if you do not touch anything on the controller for a couple of minutes, he'll start to move around on his own, and if you don't do anything for a little while longer after that, he'll just shut himself off. So, you know, preserving the battery life just in case you want to mess around with him later. Alright, so this has been a very cute and effective little robot. Yep.
It's a little bit hard to hear him singing over the sound of his own motors whirring, but I guess if the acoustics were a little better, then he'd sound a bit better. But hey, it just seems like it's some kind of pre-recorded pop song playing. Doesn't change the fact that the robot just kind of looks cool doing his little dance. Look at him, let him go! Yeah, that was all just from hitting the music button.
So in conclusion, the little Will robot here is a really cool toy. It has a great appearance, and it's just fun to mess around and let it roll around with. I can totally see you just setting this thing up and like having it run rampage like a giant mechanical monster over like a domino set or something, like knocking stuff over, shooting stuff with its missiles. It's just a really cool, fun thing. Now it's not like a Robo Sapien where like has like eye trackers where it can track moving objects or anything like that. It's strictly remote controlled, but I kind of prefer that because like when I was a kid, I used to have some of those automatic moving toys, and it was really kind of hard to get into them because they had a tendency to play with themselves. So this really brings back memories of my old rad robot. Now I may not be able to pick something up and carry it across the house with them, but just the novelty of having a robot that'll like stomp around the house and shoot things with its missiles and lasers is just a really fun, cool thing to do. Now, of course, a 30-something person like me might be a little bit out of the target audience, but this is a fantastic toy robot for kids, and I would wholeheartedly recommend it. So, yeah, guys at Ruko Robot Toys, I had the box there so I could remind myself of the name. You did good. This is a really great, fun thing. So this is Wake Angel 2001 signing off.